North Orange County and South Orange County are so different that I'm gonna go ahead and make this video all about a deep dive on South Orange County so that you can learn as much information as hopefully you need to make your home buying process or purchase or research a little bit easier. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Christian Stubbs, and this channel is all about Orange County. Our goal here is to give you as much information as possible. And I run a real estate sales team named Onyx Homes that has helped over 600 people move just since 2020, all over Southern California. So let's dive straight into the video talking about a deep dive on South OC. Now, the first thing that I have to mention is that there is a shocking number of cities in South Orange County, and there's a lot of nuance between the different cities. So in this channel, we have a video on every single city, and if we don't have one yet, drop a comment down below because we're definitely gonna add it to our list to make it. But I'm gonna talk in a lot of generalities overall about South Orange County. Now, again, there's 20 different cities. So from coastal to south, closer to north, there's just a lot of difference. So the first thing that I actually want to do is I'm going to pull up a map. Now I'm going to go to our website here, onyxhomes.com, and I'm going to scroll over to the search tab up on the top left, which is going to give us just a whole map of Orange County. Now, the first thing that I'm going to do is really break this into what I consider North Orange County versus South Orange County. But first I'm going to zoom way out so you can see where all the numbers are. These are listings, but you can see Los Angeles being to the north, San Diego being to the south. South Orange County is really going to be at this Irvine point. Now, one thing that was really interesting to mention is Orange County is really like diagonal. So when we say north and south, we really just mean south of like this line in Irvine, kind of the 55 freeway, which Newport is also like the coastal version of Irvine, all the way down here to South Orange County. All right, so let's close that off. So this is really what I would consider to be South Orange County. At the very south point, you have San Clemente, the beach city, and then it opens up to Laguna Niguel, Dana Point, San Juan Capistrano, more inland, and then all the way up against the hillside, you'll have Coto de Caza, Trabuco Canyon, and on the north side of this, you'll have Lake Forest, Portola Springs, areas like that, and then Irvine all the way down to Newport being the coastal farthest point north of Newport Beach being Huntington Beach. So this is really where, when we say South Orange County, this is how I look at it, as Irvine and Newport south, and then all the way down to San Clemente. Now, south of San Clemente, in between this and Oceanside, is the Camp Pendleton Marine Base. So there's really just a whole lot of nothing in between, so there won't be anything built. And then to the east of, or all of Orange County, we have the Saddleback Mountains, which separates Orange County from Riverside County, which is absolutely ginormous, but totally different market. So talking about this, and we have the map pulled up, but let's talk about real estate. So the real estate you're gonna see in South Orange County is super diverse. You're gonna see very affordable prices all the way up to, there's a listing right now for $150 million for a trophy property in San Juan. Realistically, the highest prices you're gonna see in South Orange County's 60, 70, 80 million, somewhere in that ballpark. So you're gonna see anywhere from 300 or 400 all the way up to $150 million. There's a massive range, which is what I said earlier in the video. There's a lot of nuance to this. Now, if at any point you want to talk about that nuance in your unique situation, just type in allaboutoc.com. You'll head over to a page that has a full breakdown of what we do for all of our clients. If you want to do that, go to allaboutoc.com, where we can talk about your unique situation and set up a strategy session. But if you want to learn more about South OC first, keep watching this video. So the type of real estate you're going to see in South Orange County is you're going to see a lot of newer built homes and a mix of new and old. So you're going to have cities, for example, like Mission Viejo, where homes started being built really in like the 60s, 70s. And you're going to have brand new cities like Rancho Mission Viejo that is still under construction. There's 2 more phases, which is the last city in all of Orange County. So Orange County was really built north to south, spreading out from Los Angeles County. So LA was there way before Orange County, and Orange County was really built from north to south. So generally speaking, South Orange County is going to be newer than North Orange County and newer than in Los Angeles. So another thing you're going to notice is that there are larger homes on both larger and smaller lots. So depending on where you're at, again, there's a lot of nuance to the different cities. You can find relatively small or very small lots, like Irvine, for example, is known for having incredibly small lots in large houses where they built as much house as possible. So in a lot of the newer construction you'll see, they absolutely maximize the land because there's no more land in Orange County. You're going to see a lot more townhome condos just to maximize space. You're going to see a lot more of that than you would in North Orange County, for example, and way more than you would in most of LA. So you're going to see newer construction, you're going to see larger homes on smaller lots, and you're going to see a lot more HOA communities. Now, when you hear HOA community, some people have a good or a bad feeling. There's a wide range of HOAs. Irvine, for example, is known for having a very cumbersome HOA, very strict. And there's a lot of HOAs, like for example, Mission Viejo has an HOA that is almost zero actual maintenance of the HOA, other than you get like access and stuff like that. So huge wide range of that as well too. But you're gonna see a lot more master plan communities. Master plan communities, for example, Mission Viejo was the first and the biggest. It is a huge city, and there's a lot of shopping centers. There's a lot of just everything was built out, the whole city as a whole, versus a lot of the times in North Orange County, you're just gonna see houses kind of random forever. In South Orange County, you're gonna see a lot more neighborhoods that are specific and outlined, and the cities have a lot more of their own individual flares. South Orange County is very suburban. So this is probably the biggest thing that I would highlight with South Orange County is it's just houses. There's really not a whole lot to South Orange County other than neighborhoods and houses. Shopping centers, like your convenient shopping centers, think grocery store, your Starbucks, your Pilates studio, your gym, stuff like that. There's not a whole lot of like things to do. Now, of course, coastal South OC, you've got San Clemente, Dana Point, Laguna Beach, and Newport. You have a lot of different stuff to do on the coastal cities because coastal just has more draw. But if you're outside of the coastal cities, you're really down to like the local restaurants, golf courses, like the basics. There's not a whole lot to do. For example, I've lived in South Orange County my entire life, and if I'm gonna go out and do something, you could probably bet I'm gonna be in Dana Point or gonna go to Newport or maybe somewhere in Irvine or something like that. Irvine is probably the exception. Irvine, Costa Mesa are the non-coastal cities that do have a lot of stuff to do. Outside of that, that's really it. It's very much suburban. South Orange County is also known for having a very wide range of luxury properties as well too. You're gonna see much higher price points in the luxury market in South OC than you would in North OC. For example, Newport is by far the highest average price point, Laguna Beach being right there next to it. And then your next highest is gonna be way less, like half of the average price point. For reference, Newport and Laguna Beach usually have average price points in the 4 to 5 million range, whereas the next highest is going to be like Dana Point that has like a $2 million average price point, actually below that. So there's a huge difference between those, and all of those that I just mentioned are all in South OC. You're also going to have a lot more high-end gated neighborhoods, and you're also going to have a lot more in that median price point that are also gated. So if safety in a gated neighborhood is something that's really important to you, you're gonna have way more options in South OC than you are anywhere else. This is kind of a unique one, but South OC is home to Laguna Woods, which if you were looking for a 55 plus, all super inclusive neighborhood, this is probably one of the very, very unique places where you literally don't even need to leave the neighborhood or city technically. It has absolutely everything you could ever want. There's like 15, there's a lot of gates. It is a very unique neighborhood as well too. So if you're looking for 55 plus, you have Laguna Woods, which is like a very, very unique. You also have Casa del Sol, which is in Mission Viejo, which is a large senior 55 plus community that has a ton of amenities. If you're looking for more of an active lifestyle, but you still want to be in 55 plus, Rancho Mission Viejo has Gavilon, which is a beautiful 55 plus neighborhood. There's actually multiple of them with its own amenities separate. So that's much, much newer, if not brand new construction in Rancho Mission Viejo. Now, the average price point in South Orange County is going to be over $1.2 million. So let's just go ahead, and I got my computer pulled up here. Let's get an idea of what we get. Now, again, remember, where you are looking very, very much matters as far as what we're looking at. But if we're looking at 1.2 million-ish, here is a new construction home in Rancho Santa Margarita. I'm sorry, here is a new construction home in Rancho Mission Viejo. That's a 4-bed, 4-bath, 1,800 square foot, pretty much brand new build. This is a, where is it? 2024 build, yes. This is brand new construction. You can see, obviously, it's very pretty. It's brand new. This is a townhome condo. Oh, I'm sorry, this is single family residence. Yeah, so this is an example of what you could see for right over the median price point. And to contrast that, here's a property in Irvine, which is also going to be newer construction. This is built in 2025, so brand new as well. 3-bed, 3-bath, 1,700 square feet. Now, you're also going to see older homes, so Santa Ana being one of the older cities in Orange County. 3-bed, 3-baths for 1.4. This is built in 1957, so quite literally on the opposite end of that spectrum. You can see an old house that has a lot of character, and this has been actually, well, these are some terrible pictures, but this has been renovated relatively recently. It might not be the best example in the world. Now, again, there's so much nuance to the different cities. What I want to do very quickly is just kind of zoom in on the different areas. So San Clemente, for example, you can see has very east and west. There's a lot of different types of properties there. Dana Point is somewhere that is absolutely one of my favorites. If you know anything, I love this Lantern District right down here. They're totally revitalizing the Dana Point Harbor, which I think is going to add a tremendous amount of value to the area. And then obviously in Laguna Beach and Newport, I mean, they speak for themselves. If you don't know anything about Orange County, you know about Laguna Beach and Newport. These are some spectacular areas. You've got Crystal Cove, which you can see right here. There is just the one property pulling up right now, but this is a $33 million home. And this neighborhood is full of properties like this, anywhere from 10, really the $7 or $8 million mark, all the way up to $80 million. So there's a wide range there. Now let's go ahead and move away from real estate. Let's move into the lifestyle. So if you're moving to South Orange County and you're looking in here, here's the things you're probably going to be interested in. You're going to be interested in a suburban lifestyle. Most of the areas you're going to be looking in, you're going to be very close to anything you need. You're going to be 15 minutes away, if not less, from probably 5 Starbucks, a few grocery stores. Like, you just have so much convenience in South OC that you're just, it's very suburban. There's lots of houses, but you're going to have all the conveniences really very close to you. You're also going to be pretty close to the beach almost anywhere you're at. I think really Lake Forest out in the newer, like up towards the Saddleback Mountains, Coto de Caza, those are in Rancho Santa Margarita. Those cities are getting quite far away from the ocean, but they're really like a 30-minute drive from the ocean. Whereas because of the way that Orange County is shaped, I'm going to go back and pull up the map here. So you can really see that South Orange County, it starts very narrow down in San Clemente, and then it opens up for the rest of Orange County. So for a lot of South OC, it just pushes more coastal as well too. And it's the nature of Orange County just being kind of on a diagonal almost. So when we say South OC, there's just way more of it that's closer to the ocean versus North OC, it gets wider. So there's way more of it that's farther away from the ocean. Also, your most desirable beaches are really Laguna Beach, Newport Beach, Dana Point in that order, and then down south. Huntington's also super popular in North Orange County because there's so much space. There's a lot of stuff that happens in Huntington as well too, but that's for another video. Now, as far as outdoor activities, obviously you have all the benefits of the beach. You have a ton of benefits of the open space, which North OC really doesn't have very much of. So for example, you have the Laguna Canyon, there's a lot of trails in Aliso Viejo, you have the Saddleback Mountains, there's a lot of stuff there as well too. And I have to mention this, but you are an hour away from San Diego, you're an hour away from LA, you're 15 to 30 minutes away from the beach, you're an hour and a half away from the mountain. So Orange County as a whole is a place where you can go snowboarding or skiing in the mornings and surfing at night and have dinner on the water. There's just so many different options for you to be able to do. This is location-wise, it's just hard to beat. There's a lot of different activities you can do indoors, outdoors in South OC. So one thing I also will say is that South Orange County is very family oriented. Not that North Orange County is not, it is just way more family oriented in South Orange County. You could really see this, and I think the big reason is the way that they developed the cities and the way that, especially the newer ones, Irvine, Rancho Mission Viejo, Ladera Ranch, Rancho Santa Margarita, Coto de Caza, like they built these cities for families. There are tons of Ladera Ranch, especially in Rancho Mission Viejo, have just a ton of amenities for kids and for parents and for adults. So that is one of the major reasons I think why South Orange County is just so friendly for families. Now you've also got some shopping. Now some of the best shopping you could possibly want. Now I also mentioned these in the North Orange County deep dive as well too, but Fashion Island and South Coast Plaza are pretty much right on the border. So I go ahead and add those into both, but really it technically is in South Orange County. Fashion Island is in Newport Beach and South Coast Plaza is technically in Santa Ana, which is right on the border as well too. You've got the Irvine Spectrum there also, so you've got really just a wide range. Mission Viejo Mall, the San Clemente outlets, there's a lot of shopping opportunities in South Orange County as well too, which is, I don't want to say unique to South Orange County by any stretch. There's just a lot of very nice, very new places to go shopping if that's your thing. Now, as far as great restaurants, there are a ton of them. You've got some of my favorite steakhouses. You've got Bourbon at the Waldorf Astoria in Dana Point. It's probably my favorite right now. You've got Water Grill at the South Coast Plaza. There are so many other ones, but Bacalao is one that is in Laguna Niguel, also in South Coast Plaza. They have some of the best Mexican food around and fantastic service. Honestly, there's so many different restaurants that it is really hard to name. There's a lot of space, there's a lot of different things, but those are some of my favorites. Now, if you watch this video and you're not quite looking for what I was describing in this video, you might want to check out the next video that I made, which is the deep dive on North Orange County. It's a very big difference between South OC and North OC, so if you want to check that out, go ahead and click the link here. Now, if you like this video, before you click, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.